Hey everyone, it's Alex with alextucker.ca, and today's video is going to be a review slash audit of Deborah Donaldson's YouTube channel. So Deborah is a friend of mine from Facebook, and she's also an affiliate marketer and a person who does business online, similar to me. And so if you want to check out her channel, which I'm looking at right here, the link will be in the description to that. And what I'm going to do today is do sort of an audit of her channel and her blog a little bit as well from a search engine optimization perspective. So I'm a search engine optimization specialist. That's how I make most of my money. And there's a few things that I think she can adapt a little bit to improve traffic to the YouTube channel and to the blog. And it's actually a really interesting sort of an audit for me, because usually when I do these reviews of people's channels, there's a lot of stuff that they need to fix, like very basic stuff. And Deborah is doing all the basic stuff right, I would say, but there's a few more advanced concepts that I'm going to get into that I think will be helpful for her. So Deborah, I really hope that this is valuable for you. And if you want to get into anything a little bit deeper, if you want any additional help with any of the stuff that I mentioned, just get in touch with me on Facebook, and I'll be happy to help you out. So anyways, I'm here at Deborah's channel, and first thing that I notice is it's a great banner image, of course, but the one thing that you might want to consider is the viewable space, the viewable content area. So on mobile, you're only going to see about this kind of middle rectangle of the area. So I don't know if maybe only these two lines of text show up on it, or maybe only these three lines of text show up on it. I'm not sure exactly how it appears, but if it, I would just recommend checking it out on mobile. And if it doesn't look really good, then editing it so that it looks really good, because that's how a lot of people are going to see your channel. And if your banner image looks weird, then it might prevent them from hitting subscribe or something like that. But that's a minor one, because it is a nice banner image. But of course, that is one of the first things that I notice. And I also noticed that you've got, this is all nicely set up. Your homepage has got, featured video, and then some lists and some popular videos. So that's great. Your about section is excellent. You've done a good job of including keywords in your description and really explaining what the whole channel is about. I don't know that you need the link to the website here, because it's not going to be a clickable link, and you have the link down here, and you can add it up here as well if you want. I mean, you probably already know, but you can add multiple links here if you wanted to have one to your blog in addition to one going to your funnel. But that's, again, a very minor thing. So let's just skip right to the good stuff. I'm just going to go to your videos, and I was going to use this one as an example. So you're doing, again, a lot of stuff right, but there's a few places where you can potentially improve a little bit. So let's see here. So again, on the surface, it's very good. You've got a nice long description. You're using keywords in that description. You've got some tags. You're using keywords in the tags. Your channel has tags. All that is on the surface correct, but I think it can be fine-tuned a little bit. So I might recommend using a few less channel tags. Like, I don't know if you need, a half dozen different tags that have the word affiliate marketing in it. I think that maybe one or two tags that have the word affiliate marketing, or the words affiliate marketing, would be adequate. Whereas in the video tags, that's where I would want you to use more. And I'll show you what I mean about this. So you've called this video Importance of Copywriting, or Importance of Copywriting 2021. And then you've got that in the description, and then you've got your free training in a line, and then you've got the title again. So this is technically keyword stuffing, and keyword stuffing doesn't really work anymore. It works a little bit more, I think, on YouTube than it does on Google, and it even still works a little bit on Google, but overall, it's not the best way to go about things. So what I would recommend is that you do a little bit more keyword research using, vidIQ or TubeBuddy or Ahrefs or whatever you use for your keyword research, and try to include more keywords in the title and the description naturally without needing to stuff them. So a way that you could have done this is, rather than just calling it Importance of Copywriting 2021, if we look at the video tags here, one of the tags you have is Copywriting for Beginners. And I'm figuring you probably put Copywriting for Beginners because it's a high volume, high value search term. So it's something that people are likely to be looking for and interested in. So you put that in your tag, but you didn't put that in your description, I don't think, and you didn't put it in your title. So think, if you had have called this video Importance of Copywriting for Beginners 2021, then you wouldn't have just been targeting the keyword Importance of Copywriting. You would also be targeting the keyword Copywriting for Beginners and Importance of Copywriting for Beginners and all those variations with the year. So you'd be targeting a much broader kind of spectrum of keywords. And I'll show you again what I mean with one of my videos. So this is, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I want to go to the video, thank you. This is one of my recent videos. And so the main keyword that I'm targeting is how to get clients on social media, but then I also included Twitter marketing in the title because that's more specifically what it's about. So this is the main keyword I'm targeting, but I'm also targeting this one, and I'm also targeting other combinations of the keywords that are in the title, such as how to get clients on Twitter and social media marketing. Now those aren't, I don't have those specific keywords in there, but I have all of the components of those keywords in there, which means I can still potentially get traffic for those keywords. And if you look at my video tags, first of all, I have a lot of them. I usually use as many video tags as I can. And you'll notice that, so I have one that's the entire title, and then I have how to get clients on Twitter, then I have how to get clients on social media, I have social media marketing, all of those combinations of the words in the title that I was just talking about, I'm using them in the video tags, and I also try to use them in my description as well. So that's kind of a more advanced look at how to use keywords, as opposed to just, picking one keyword and trying to target it and stuffing it in there a lot. Try to think about the main keyword that you're targeting, but also what other relevant keywords you can target at the same time, because that's going to add a broader context to what you're creating, and that's going to give you more opportunities to attract people to the video. All right, so I think that was all I wanted to touch on. One other thing, if you're not doing it already, just make sure that you're promoting your videos as much as you can. YouTube does do a good job of sharing your videos with people who are interested in them via like the homepage and suggested videos when they're watching something else. So you will get traffic that way. And if you optimize your videos for search a little bit better, you will get more traffic from search most likely. But it's also really important, especially in the first 24 hours, to drive as much traffic to a new video as you can from external sources, such as your social media and your email list. So if you're not doing those things already, I imagine you probably are, but if you're not already sharing your videos on social media and sharing them with your email list and stuff like that, then I would recommend giving that a try so that you can kind of bump up your immediate views, and that'll let YouTube know that people are interested in watching that video, and that'll make it more likely to share it with more other people. So now let's take a quick look at your blog. And first of all, I really like your main page. It's got a great headline, great call to action. It's very clean, nice looking. One thing I might recommend from a design perspective is having like a picture of you, like, right here maybe, smiling, and just kind of so that we identify everything that's there with you. But that's a minor kind of design thing. That's not really SEO, which is more my area of specialty. So let's take a look at one of your blog posts. I just want to show you really quickly. For some reason, let's take a look at this. So this is your homepage tab, and there's your logo in the where it should be. But if I go to one of your blog posts, here's your GrooveSell and GroovePages review, and here's your Legendary Marketer review. For some reason, your logo isn't showing in these ones, and this can happen for a bunch of different reasons. It actually happened to me not that long ago, and it was an issue with the theme that I was using, and all I ended up having to do was tell the theme developer about it, and he found the problem and fixed it in an update pretty soon afterwards. But I would look into that and see if you can figure out why it's happening, because it's a little bit less professional looking than, when people are navigating the different pages of your site, you want them to have a seamless experience. So I decided to take a look at your GrooveSell and GroovePages review, because it's a really good example of where there's some room for improvement, and also because I kind of know what I'm talking about with this one. I actually rank number 1 for GrooveSell review in Canada right now. So I've done a search on GrooveSell review, and there's me, alextucker.ca, GrooveSell review. I don't think I rank number 1 in the United States or any other countries, but I have a .ca Canadian domain name, so I managed to rank number 1 in Canada for that. But anyways, it's still fairly challenging to do. And so basically, the main issue here is that you're kind of doing what I just said you should do on YouTube, but you're doing it on Google, and I don't recommend doing it to the same extent on Google. Now, so you have GrooveSell review and GroovePages review, or GrooveSell and GroovePages review, but those are two different things that people search for. They are related, but people search for GrooveSell review when they want to know about GrooveSell, and they search for GroovePages review when they want to know about GroovePages. They're unlikely to search for GrooveSell and GroovePages review, which means that you're unlikely to get a lot of traffic to this, even if it was like the best optimized blog post out there, because it's less specific. So you do want to include other keywords in the titles of articles on Google, but you might, what did I call mine? So I have GrooveSell review free online shopping cart. So that's that's another keyword that I'm technically targeting. I'm not going to rank for free online shopping cart with that post, but it still gives context to it, which is going to help tell Google what the article is about. So your title does, you have free sales funnel builder. That does help tell Google what it's about, but it's also confusing to Google because you have GrooveSell and GroovePages both in the title. And so it's going to be like, is it GrooveSell? Is it GroovePages? When should I show this to people? And it's actually more difficult to rank for stuff that way. So you want to be when you're doing things like product reviews, you want to pick one product. Like, for example, you wouldn't do, I have your Legendary Marketer review here as well. You wouldn't do Legendary Marketer and GrooveSell review, right? That would be silly because those are two different products. Well, GrooveSell and GroovePages may be part of the same system in GrooveFunnels, but they're still two different products. So you are going to confuse search engines if you do it that way. Now, one thing I notice is that you have an internal link to your ClickFunnels review here, which is good, but it seems to be the only link that you have other than your affiliate link, and that can be improved upon. It would be good to have other internal links both to and from this post to kind of broaden the context of what you're talking about and to demonstrate that your blog has other relevant stuff. And you can even link to external articles. Like you could link to an article, a high authority article about what a sales funnel is, for example. And then here I noticed that it looks like you tried to embed this YouTube video, but it didn't quite work. And I think you also have like multiple videos embedded on some of these pages. That must have been this one. So I would recommend typically sticking to one video per blog post. There may be advantages in some cases to using multiple videos, but I've found that in most cases, especially for like a specific thing, like a review, usually you hit a point of diminishing returns because the video also really slows down the page's load speed, which is, I think, the last thing I'm going to talk about. So, yeah, I think internal linking is a good thing for you to consider, and keyword specificity, and also context. Having internal links from other posts to this one. So I think, like, if you had a GrooveSell review and a GroovePages review and they were linking to each other, they would both rank better than this one does. And that's just kind of how search engines think and work. And so, yeah, I was going to look at the page speed. So this is a Google page speed test for your GroovePages review. You do okay on desktop. 1.9 seconds. That is very slow for desktop, to be honest, but it's acceptable on desktop, whereas your mobile speed is very rather poor. And it seems that the biggest issues are CSS not loading well. I opened up this CSS file here, and it's a very small CSS file, so I don't really understand why it's taking so long to load. I would have to maybe look at the back end of your website and check out if there's anything wrong with the way it's being loaded. It's saying here that if you use linked rel equals preload to preload it, that might help. And it might, but it also might just kind of block the main chain of the load. It might be because of a plugin that you're using. Sometimes if you're using a plugin to try and optimize your code, like if you're trying to use a speed plugin or something, sometimes those actually make it worse. But those are the big things. So you're losing almost 6 seconds to this one CSS file. Then you're losing almost 2 seconds to these other 2 CSS files. And then you're losing a second and a half to a bunch of JavaScript files. So basically your website's code base is a little bit not loading that well. And usually with WordPress, that either means that you don't have a great theme, which I'm assuming that you do have a good theme because your site looks very nice. And other than this, it seems to load it's not having, see, your cumulative layout shift is 0, and that usually means it's a very well-coded theme. So I'm assuming it's not the theme. It might be a plugin conflict, or it might just be that you have a plugin poorly configured, or that you're just using an optimization plugin that's not doing its job properly, something like that. It could be a number of different things. Again, I would have to take a closer look at the website in order to figure that out. But this is becoming increasingly important. The speed that your website loads at, especially on mobile, is becoming more and more important for SEO, and it's only going to get more important in the future. So it's something that you really do want to address. All right, let me just take one more look. So I mentioned probably only using one video, at least in product reviews. If you're doing like a really detailed informational post, then it might make sense to have more than one video. But for something like a product review or a bonus page, I think just having the one video is best for SEO. And the last thing is I wouldn't recommend, I don't think you can see it there, but when I hover over this link, I can see what it's linking to, and I can see that you're just using a bare affiliate link. You're literally linking to the affiliate link itself. And what's generally recommended for best practices is that you use a link redirect. You can set up link redirects with WordPress with a free plugin like Thirsty Affiliates, or you can use a service like Bitly or Rebrandly to set up link redirects. And then you want to make sure that you're no following that link as well. Maybe if I inspect it, I can see. Rel equals no opener, no refer. So it looks like this is a do follow link, and you really don't want to be putting do follow on your affiliate links. That's just essentially, it's wasting your quote unquote SEO juice. Like, the power that your page has to rank is being diluted every time that you have a do follow link going to an affiliate link. So you want to use link redirects, and you want to no follow them. And if you have like Yoast or Rank Math or something like that installed, it's a very simple, like just point and click setting to no follow a link. All right, so I think that was all that I had to say. Thank you for asking me to review your channel. It was nice to have a more advanced channel, and this was kind of more of a challenge for me to come up with constructive stuff to give you, because you are quite advanced and you are doing a really good job with all this. But I did manage to find some things, so I really hope that was helpful. Give me a thumbs up, give me a share, everybody out there, and Deborah, take care. I'll talk to you later.